Brazil charges former President Bolsonaro in alleged coup plot. And like I said, this is not a new story. That's the whole poisoning thing. This was out days and weeks ago, but they all released it in unison. Like here, I'll show you now that I'm actually sharing the screen. Bolsonaro. All right, ready? So look, every single media outlet today in unison comes out with the story. And it's like literally 1 hour after we're there for the interview. All right, so Brazil charges former President Bolsonaro in alleged coup plot. Right? Bolsonaro has called on President Trump to help him return to power in 2026 despite a court ban on holding office. Yeah, so they currently are not letting him run for office. All right, so Sao Paulo. Brazil Attorney General's office charged former President Jair Bolsonaro on Tuesday with plotting to overturn his 2022 election loss as the country's authorities zero in on one of President Trump's closest allies in Latin America. Attorney General Paulo Gonet charged Bolsonaro and 33 of his right-wing allies over what police said was a plot to stop President Luiz Inácio Lula da Silva from taking office in 2023, including plans to assassinate the leftist leader. Bolsonaro denied the accusation, saying that he is a victim of a witch hunt by opposition politicians and judges who will stop at nothing to keep him out of office. Guys, this is a guy who ran for president with less than $1 million. Like the true will of the people got him elected. All right. Like he got less than 7 seconds per day to speak because like they do, it's all this crazy weird stuff in Brazil. I was talking about it in the opening monologue when I was muted for 5 minutes, but I mean, like this is a weird place. This is a crazy place. Like they've had 7 constitutions in the last 100 years. Like we go around asking people, who's your hero? Like when it comes to politics, they say nobody. Like Bolsonaro's the closest thing we've had to a hero. Like they truly love this guy. When he goes out to speak, millions of people show up. The other guy, Lula, doesn't even go out in public right now. Quote, they are doing everything possible to remove me from the race because they know they cannot defeat me fairly. Bolsonaro said in a statement Tuesday, quote, this is the same failed strategy that was used against President Trump in the United States, he said. In an interview with the Wall Street Journal in November, Bolsonaro said he is banking on support from Trump's administration so he can run in Brazil next presidential election in 2026 and return to power. The charges made public Tuesday came after federal policy accused Bolsonaro in November of undermining Brazilians' trust in the October 2022 presidential election, then plotting to seize power after he lost his re-election bid. Bolsonaro and his supporters have faced a barrage of legal measures since thousands of stormed Congress. Yeah, they have their own thing they call January 6th. It was like January 8th. Everybody went crazy. I was there like yesterday. Yeah, so like they were pissed because it was a sketchy ass election, and yeah, like so. Here's some of the stuff that they're using to try and stop him from running. One, he was riding his jet ski, was near a whale, and they charged him like with a federal crime, like where they said he rode his jet ski too close to a whale. So that was part of the thing that was stopping him from running for election. They said that he discredited the outcome in the 2022 election. They said that he didn't get the vaccine, so they took his passport because of that. Like all kinds of crazy stuff. And so like what this is right here is like imagine in the United States if there was a liberal majority in the Supreme Court, like how bad that could have went for Trump. Imagine if like we had 5 different political parties in Congress and only like 20% of them were conservatives. That's the situation they're in. So I love the guy and praying for him, praying for Brazil because like it has so much freaking potential. It could be a great place, but it is a disaster right now. So freaking corrupt. And like I don't see any path forward for him right now because they have the opposition has the Supreme Court under control. They have the Senate under control. They have Congress under control. They could just like throw charges at you. Like we had his crew on to speak like months, or it was like a year ago at this point. We had his son on. We had this guy named Nicholas Ferreira, who's like a total political phenom there. He's in his 20s and has like tens of millions of followers on every social media. And they literally would not even speak about certain issues because like, you know, they legitimately will get arrested if they go back after saying something against the government. And they're in freaking Congress. So it's just straight up madness. So I know that we're worried about America first. We have to put that first, but this is something to keep an eye on because instability versus stability in South America definitely affects America.
If you enjoyed the short clip, click right here to watch the full episode. And remember to subscribe to the channel. God bless.